So today we're going to talk about joy. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Becky if you're new here, and today I'm going to be talking about 10 ways to spark joy, because if you're new to my channel and you don't know, I am currently going through a lot of cancer treatment. I was diagnosed with uterine embryonal rhabdomyosarcoma back in January of this year, and it's been a very heavy 7-8 months. So I've been trying to find ways to spark joy, and hopefully some of these ways can help you if you're going through something similar, or if you're in a funk, or just need to feel a little bit more joy. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And if you want to see other videos like this, or videos similar to this, or you have any ideas, leave them down below and I will be sure to look at them. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into 10 ways of how you can spark joy. Now, the first way is establishing a simple routine. So I don't know about you, but for me, routines really work well. I feel like I'm being productive, and in that sense, I am also taking care of myself. So establishing a simple morning routine and a simple night routine. A couple of things I like to do, especially at night, is sometimes I'll journal right before bed, and then I'll read before bed just to wind down and that kind of thing. And then in the morning, some of the things that I like to do is I have a nice healthy breakfast, and I wash my face with my skincare products that I really like. I also do that at nighttime, just so I'm feeling refreshed and recharged for the day, and it's kind of a good start to the day and a good end to the day as well. So the second way to spark joy is either organizing or reorganizing a space in your home that, you know, you're feeling very cluttered. When we have physical clutter, it tends to clutter our minds and just lead to unnecessary stress. So for me, I've actually, since I've finished radiation, I've been organizing specifically this office, and I've made a little bit of a craft space. I'm going to do a whole video about me organizing that, but it just makes me feel so good to have all of that kind of thing, like all of my stationery, all of my craft supplies, all of my Cricut supplies, all in one space and organized. So when I do want to do a project, I'm not looking all over the house trying to find what I need to get. Organizing and reorganizing, although sometimes it may be a pain in the butt to do that, in the long run you'll feel a lot better once you have done that, and you feel accomplished organizing a space. So the third way to spark joy is cooking a new healthy recipe. Now, I really love going to Pinterest and looking up different recipes. I personally like to eat a lot of dairy-free and gluten-free foods. I just find it makes me feel better, but I'm not on a certain diet. But just having a meal that's full of vegetables and full of really good foods for you can really help boost your mood. I know when I am eating a lot of junk food or anything like that, takeout, that kind of thing, I don't feel as good about myself. But when I can actually put the time in and put the love in making a nice healthy meal, I feel a lot better about myself, and I feel like I am fueling my body with the proper nutrients that it needs. So number 4, I find this is really therapeutic, especially when there's been like a lot of heaviness surrounding my day. So I really like to have little dance parties or little singing parties where I just sing at the top of my lungs to a Taylor Swift song or one of those really dramatic songs, and it just makes me feel better. And then also dancing to a very upbeat song just makes me feel really good, and you're also getting some exercise doing that in the process. Number 5 is getting creative. So for a while when I was going through school, I've finished my undergraduate degree and I'm taking a year off because of my treatments. But when I was in school, I wasn't really able to be super creative because I had piles and piles of homework. I was studying all the time, but since getting cancer and having to slow down, I've been becoming more creative and really tapping into that part of me. And like most of you seen that I got a Cricut, so I've been doing some Cricut projects. I'm also really into scrapbooking, and then also, you know, making these YouTube videos and learning how to edit. So finding a way to just be creative, even if you're busy schedule, there's always room to get creative, whether that's maybe artsy journaling or getting into a hobby that really brings out your creative side can really make the world of a difference. Number 6 is pausing and connecting. In this world of all the hustle and bustle and feeling like you have to be at this place at this time and this place at this time and feeling like you can't really sit and take a breath, I encourage you to just sit, pause, connect, whether that's to meditate, to pray, or to journal. I find journaling very therapeutic in that sense, to just really reflect on what happened that day and to, you know, plan for the next day and just get myself in the right mindset. I think that's very helpful. Number 7 is to treat yourself. Now I know for a lot of people this can be really hard, and sometimes it is for me as well, but you know, going through all of what I've been through, I've noticed the importance of what it is to treat yourself, whether that's to buy yourself some flowers one day, or it doesn't have to be super extravagant. Like, I know I bought my laptop and that's a bit extravagant, but it doesn't have to be like that all the time, whether it's, you know, going to your local bakery and getting yourself a cookie once in a while, or treating yourself to a movie or going out for dinner or that kind of thing. Treating yourself once in a while is okay to do, and you have permission to, you know, spend a little bit on yourself once in a while. Now I think number 8 is super important, especially with the pandemic and everything, and also if you're going through something like cancer or just a really hard time in general. I think a lot of people tend to shy away from, you know, reaching out to friends and community like that. I know I went through a phase where it was just really hard for me to want to talk to anybody about it. But this one, I encourage you to call, FaceTime, or set up a date face-to-face with a friend that you haven't seen in a while, a really good friend, and have a really good conversation. I know actually last night my friend Chelsea came over and we had so much fun, and we don't get to see each other that often. I haven't seen her since before my radiation because I was in Toronto for those 5 weeks, 6 weeks actually. But it did me a world of good just to be able to catch up and honestly not talk about cancer for a while. So even if you're not going through cancer but you're going through a difficult time, I think it's really important that we have those connections with people, whether it's, like I said, on the phone, on FaceTime, or in person, just to feel normal, you know? Number 9 is practice gratitude. So I think it's easy for us to, you know, look at all of the negatives, and especially if you're going through something really difficult, it's easy to say, like, why did this happen to me and why is this happening in general? But actually practicing gratitude and reflecting and being thankful for the little things, like maybe you're thankful that you got to watch the sunset one night, or you're thankful that you got to see that friend that you haven't seen in a long time, or maybe you're thankful that your partner or your mom or somebody left you the last cookie to eat. Whatever it is, just being able to write that down and reflecting it, it gives you a wider lens perspective and you'll feel better for it. So the last one is to have a project that you're passionate about. And again, this doesn't have to be something super complicated, time consuming, that kind of thing. It can be whatever you want to be. So for me, I have really gotten into making my YouTube videos and editing and all that kind of thing, and sharing my story in general. And I think that has really helped me cope with a lot of what I've been through. So just having something that you can put your energy in, and honestly, if it's something like YouTube or something like art or anything really, something that you can turn your unfortunate situation that has happened to you into something positive that can maybe help other people or just help you to heal in general, then I think that has a lot of potential for joy. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found these 10 ideas of how to spark joy helpful, and maybe you will implement them into your daily practice. I know I'm not perfect, and I definitely don't take into consideration some of these every day, but I'm trying, and I thought I would just share with you some of the things that I've been trying to implement more to spark more joy. So if you like this video, again, like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next video.